Yes. So you guys have. Most of you have entered the fort. And we'll pull up the initiative.
And I'm going to assume all of my magic is going to be at a -2 due to not having the dog with me.
Wait, you have the magic? Sorry. 2 weeks in a row.
All right. Yes.
I'm open about it. She's not.
Yeah.
She's still in the broom closet.
That is correct. The dog is not here, so your magic has a bit of a penalty to it.
I'm just going to take that out right now because I don't want to have to modify everything.
I'm pretty sure the dog swam and climbed up the wall with us with his paws.
Did the dog paddle?
He did the doggy paddle. It didn't even. It's like an innate talent.
Yeah. And no failures on the rolls either, like perfect rolls.
Yeah, I didn't even need to give it a bonus, unlike some people in our party.
That might have been me misremembering. But just kidding. Okay.
Aaron, I caught that. Very, very good.
I caught it too. That was. It was good.
All right. Dr. Channing is up first as he
floundering in the water.
I guess I'm floundering in the water. Is this?
You're not floundering. You're
getting
basically
out of the water.
You climb up. So I'm assuming you fell into the water. So you're sitting in the water. It's about chest high.
Okay.
You're not in danger of drowning unless you were to lay down.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try and get out of the water again.
Okay.
So this would be a climb check.
Yep.
And
you do have a plus. Well, again, +2 and -2 kind of cancel each other out. The GM is a merciful god, and you are still in the last scene until you manage to join everyone else.
All right. Athletics. I have a 2 in athletics. Why is it a 2? Oh, because it's an everyman skill. Okay. All right.
Now, I assume nobody has long guns because if they're swimming underwater.
I'm going to.
You weren't swimming so much as you were trudging through water, and I assume that those characters with guns are smart enough to hold them out of the water. Except for if the doctor has any guns, his powder has been well and thoroughly soaked from all the time it flashed back into the water.
I would have my I'd have my bow and arrows, which actually now that they're wet, they're.
So I will say, Graham has his gun. He was smart enough to keep it out of the water. Thomas has a gun. The extra gun being carried by the kid, probably not. The kid probably couldn't make it through the water carrying the gun, and certainly couldn't keep the gun above water.
So
I have a gun too. I have a pistol.
It's true.
I have a quick question also.
If your character is not particularly familiar with guns, you probably didn't think to keep it out of the water.
Fair enough. Just clarifying.
So there's our tokens are here. Is this where we're climbing through? Is this centerpiece, or are we climbing from the cliffs?
No, you guys climbed. The Maroons took you to a waterway, and you kind of were able to climb up through this waterway that passed.
Ah, so we are getting inside the castle.
Yep.
Well, most of us are inside the castle. Some of us are
Yes.
scrabbling and looking like a fool.
Some of us are soaked from,
I do believe these guards here are poised to be the perfect reincarnation of Elizabeth Swan.
God.
Am I actually next to him?
Thomas would be next.
Right, okay.
Did you make the roll to try to? Oh wow.
I have an athletics of 2.
You might want to use
Spent
points,
a
otherwise
stout
you might
point.
spend the whole battle in the water.
I spent 1.
Hold on, Jeff. No. So we're like all up in there, in the middle of everyone right now.
Wait, doesn't he have a rope that'll help?
Yeah, if somebody wanted to drop a rope down to him, you guys have ropes.
I have a rope. I'll drop a rope down.
I thought we had it trying to get up.
So
but
if
yeah.
you want to drop a rope, then you can use your action to do that, and on the doctor's next turn, he can get a +2 assistance bonus from you helping him.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Then next up is Mary.
Mary is going to go for the person nearest to us, and I'm just going to do a straight up harm spell. Actually, let me hold on. 1. That way he's within 10 feet, so it doesn't have a negative modifier. And then I'm going to do the harm spell. Am I in the way of Josiah getting up, or can he get up?
He can
One
get
over.
I'll put him up somewhere else.
Okay, cool.
5, and they can apply only their passive defense. So the guy nearest to you is one-shotted.
Oh, were you going after this one or the one by the wall?
Oh, I was doing this one.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought you were.
That's what I was doing.
You're doing the one on the bridge? Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, I will switch the...
Adam, I forget. Is this a game where you get like point blank mechanics and pluses for
Yes.
that, or is that? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
There's a bonus for point blank with a pistol, a penalty for point blank with a long gun.
And magic is affected by distance.
Yeah.
We have modifiers accordingly.
Yep.
How does
Alright.
my
So
subtle-
yeah, what's that?
does subtle strike have bonus for up close?
That is basically you get to use your stealth
Me
to
too.
attack, and
Cool.
then they have
Right.
a limited defense because you're essentially sneaking up on them and Assassin's Creeding
Oh,
them.
that's gonna be fun. Okay, cool. Thanks.
I'm gonna say since no one has fired a shot yet, if you had wanted to do that, you might not entirely be noticed.
I want to, but I'm currently holding a rope.
Yep. All right. Silverlock is next.
Okay. Yeah, I'm wanting to. How far over the wall, I'm just wondering. It's like since they're firing or attempting to look out of the arrow slits. Are they
So
at the-
I will say the lower parts where they're actually firing out, the wall is chest high. The part where the crenellations are is, I'm assuming, over their head.
So I
Properly
could-
sized crenellations.
So technically, I could possibly throw them over.
I mean, again, you probably have to throw them like over your
Over.
head because
Yeah.
you're not going to fit him through that firing hole.
Yeah. Because that's probably what I'd do. Because it might move at least 6. If not, I can't remember if I had done the spell. It's
So I would say that's a grapple action to pick him up, and then an athletics action to.
yeah.
With real grapple action. It's an 80s action
Yeah.
figure. I like that.
Yeah. So, like I said, I couldn't remember if we had cast the spell or at least the +2. I thought that's what you had said last time.
She gave everyone a +2 for the last, or she gave some people a +2 for the last scene, while you guys were swimming and.
For people
okay.
who needed it
Yeah.
desperately due to sucking
Yeah.
at athletics.
That's fine.
People
It's like
who might have
I'll
had
just
trouble keeping their
Thank you for
keeping their
bringing
footing
this
in
up.
the water and
Yeah.
climbing up the wall.
I'll burn a style point. It's one of those things I couldn't remember if I had cast my basic spell either, but that's
Okay.
that's fine.
You were separate. You did cast a spell at a +2 is what he gave you.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what it was.
Yeah, but it would have been also for the last scene. You hadn't had
Okay.
a chance to do it since we actually. moved
Okay,
into
that's
this.
not a problem. That's so.
So, yeah, you
For
spent
the
a point.
grapple. Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, you basically go to grab him and just kind of alert him. He feels
Touch.
he feels a hand on his arm and now knows there's people
Like-
there.
Tap, tap, tap. Oh, hey.
Not somebody he's friendly with either.
I'll continue my move and get. So I'm between Mary and the rest of the guys. So
All right, British regular's turn. First one is going to take a shot at Thomas.
Oh, what?
I mean, you've all been noticed at this point. So Aaron, defend against.
Oh, God, why?
Why can't we get rolls like that?
Yeah, right?
that's only 2 points.
Yeah, what's the worst gonna happen?
You take 2 lethal wounds.
Yep. I just a flesh wound.
I know why I don't get rolls like that. It's because I'm not trained in it.
Even when we are, though.
Second shot coming for Graham. So Adrian, defend against.
Oh no.
Oh.
Wait, did it?
Could you
Oh,
continue?
that did roll. That was all 5. No, nothing.
You
Yeah,
take-
just
Now, if they rolled that, they've got a 7.
all right, and
Numerically possible.
John is going to defend against this. They are not shooting you. They are bludgeoning you, or actually
I just have to
bayoneting
ask,
you.
before I joined this game, guys, was it the same? Like, did you guys have rolls like this, or did I make this happen?
Yes. No, no, it's not you. The only
100% not
person, yeah.
now you've
Yeah.
cursed our dice.
The only people who are like really good at like shooting one-on-one is typically Josiah and myself.
Great.
And Josiah's
However.
indisposed.
Josiah seems to have had some interesting luck where in almost every fight against the Headless Horseman, he's been rendered unconscious in like 1 or 2 hits.
Yeah, so he can shoot. He just is not very good at defending. Is his problem.
All right. So, John, you're defending against. Basically, one's bayoneting you and the other one's assisting by bayoneting you, but I'm counting it as one attack.
In other words, they're both bayoneting you.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. The dream is death.
All right.
Got a 4, so that's okay.
And these guys are taking aim. They will attack next turn.
Great.
All right. Graham's son is up next.
You want to control him, or should I?
You can control him.
Okay. I think seeing as how he saw me, his father just get shot, he doesn't have a line of fire on those guys, so he's step over here, present his rifle at him, not really knowing anything.
Well,
to the
as we
difference.
said,
shot from behind.
because of his size, he was not able to keep his gun out of the water.
I
It's
don't,
okay.
I don't know if he would know that though. That's the thing.
He
Would he?
Okay. Yeah, that's
Like-
fair. If he doesn't realize that, then
I don't know what's his
Alright.
intelligence. It's like 2, right? Yeah, I think he would. Just like, I've got a gun. My dad just got shot. Click.
okay.
It's like my character from my campaign and my first combat.
Yes. Aaron, the reference is she didn't have a gun. She pulled one out of a crate on the plane and fired it, and I'm like, it has no bullets in it. It was stored for transport.
Yeah, but what a smart idea, though. I mean, you're being a mean GM.
So if the powder's wet though, the hammer would strike, but the flint wouldn't really ignite
Well, it's
anything,
bark,
right?
but
So,
it wouldn't ignite the
Yeah.
powder because it's wet.
Yeah.
so that's his turn then. Move in, attempt and
Yep.
attack.
Okay.
Ouch.
And Graham is up next.
Okay, Graham. What do I have in my hands? If I just climbed up, do I have to draw a weapon again, or?
I will say, you guys, I think I think I said you could have your weapons ready as you climbed over the wall.
Okay.
Like at least one hand, as you're climbing
Yeah.
over the wall, you pull a weapon. I think
I think
allow
a
that.
pistol would be the most logical thing for him to have in his hand. So if I may, I
Okay.
will just try to take this guy out right next to me with a pistol.
Sure.
And it's a little early, but we're gonna put a style point on.
Well, that was the one I tried
It's
to
never
grab
too early to
also.
use style points.
Crack,
Never too early.
pow!
Sweet. Now
Oh.
that's a roll.
Yep.
And I don't. That's a one shot, so he just smoking tossed the pistol away, and he'd be reaching for his probably the musket off his back for his next turn. But that's kind of like, and
Sure.
Yeah.
There's also now an unfired musket on the floor.
With no, it's not loaded though.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
It
this
is-
guy's.
It would have been the one that wasn't shot at
Yeah, it
John.
There's
was.
actually two.
Yeah,
There's one
'cause-
here and one here.
Yep.
Good point.
We're
the
gonna play a game of
slaves are-
pickup sticks.
The slaves are not doing anything. They are not getting involved. Dr. Channing is up next.
Okay. I have an athletics of 2,
Mhm,
and I get an
plus 2.
assistance bonus from somebody dropping the rope in.
You're welcome.
Are there any magic bonuses in the air?
There is a magic bonus, but it's countering your malaria penalty, so bonus from the
That's good. Okay.
You're welcome.
Now, I'm going to use a style point because if I can't. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shoot, I think I gave you 2. Anyways. I'm only using one of those. I gave you 2 by accident. So
I will
that's
give
a
you
total
one
of 5.
back.
Okay. Thank you. All right, that's respectable. Is that enough?
Yeah, you are.
Excellent.
So I would say since he's holding the rope, you're probably up here next to him.
Like here, then.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
did I
fine.
Move somebody. Oh, Silver Lock moved. Well, if nobody's there, then I can be there, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. Since Thomas held the rope, I assume you'd be next to him when you climbed up.
Oh, okay.
All right.
For
Thomas
me, it
is
looked
up
like there was
next.
somebody there, but whatever.
I'd moved. I had been there
Oh, okay.
last turn.
Okay.
All right, Thomas is up next.
All right. So
As I said, I presume you have a weapon in one hand.
I do.
You'd have to draw the other one. That would take an option.
Note, quick draw. All right.
Yes, quick draw.
All right. I'm going to.
Desperately miss your clip-loaded elephant gun from the last game.
Oh my god, I miss that so much. All right, so I'm gonna say I have the pistol in my hand. Is that one shot we said before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Move up to.
I'm gonna go and attempt to headshot the guy right there.
Okay.
So are you going to move up to him or?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Sorry. Nope.
Yep.
All right.
See,
No, I'm just gonna sit here and watch him. He's so pretty. All right.
You're not.
Well,
you're not dancing with him. Just
Oh shoot. Okay. All right. Let me +2 right at him.
Yep. Or +1 for point blank. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, that does some damage. And Mary is up next.
You're muted.
I wanted to get there. Can I move through Silverlock like that?
I'll say yeah. You're in kind of an open space, so there's room to move by. You're not in a.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to do magic over here on him at a -2 due to distance.
Okay.
And
Here?
that is going to be a... Can I negate that? Well, yeah, let's just do it straight. We'll do it at a -2 normal. Okay. It could have been better.
All right, John is up next.
I'm burning my style points to take his weapon away from him because for some reason they don't like it when you take weapons away from
All
them.
right, so disarm is at a -2 penalty, so it'd be a brawl at a -2.
And I just burned 2 styles, so
And actually, -3 because he gets an additional bonus because he's holding it with both hands, I think.
no, it's a +2.
Oh,
Oh, he gets a +2 bonus if he's holding it. So on his roll, it's a +2. So
okay. So -2 for you, +2 for him.
So the style points balance my roll, and do my barrel attack.
I'm assuming that's a strength roll to hold on to it.
It is a
Because I know
make
if
an
you were-
opposed melee or brawl roll against the opponent, and
Okay.
he gets a +2 bonus.
I mean, it's the same thing, strength or melee, but
Okay.
yeah, I figured. I know, like with fencing, it's an opposed attack because skill, but this is a tie.
And I think he wins ties. Yep.
Nope, I'm gonna say a tie.
Oh.
You've got your hands on the weapon, and you guys are like fighting over the gun, and you'll make opposed strength rolls next turn to see who.
Well, can I? Okay, because I was going to be moving after that, but yeah,
Well,
it's
if you want to move, you can obviously break the tie and move.
well,
no. If you keep the gun grappled, he can't fire it this turn.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Could you
He-
maneuver
he's
yourself?
occupied.
Could you maneuver yourself so that you are he's blocking your his body's blocking anyone else shooting you? Is that possible?
I mean, you can move, square to the side, so
Yeah.
it's not really going to block anything unless they're shooting at you over the wall, which.
Well, we have this guy, the guy Thomas is fighting, and I don't know if this guy is involved or not, but
Might be.
Who's there?
yeah.
What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
keeping
Yeah,
your hand on the gun, you can move
yeah.
one square to either side.
I'm fine unless people want me to move out of the way
Yeah.
for them to have access because I could move around. I assume it'd be anywhere. But I'm fine unless people want. Like I said, I'm okay. Originally, I was going to try to grab the weapon and give it to Graham, but
So he can't. So that guy can't do anything this turn because you've essentially he's fighting you for his gun, and on your next turn you'll make opposed strength checks to see who can.
Watch out, Mary.
Lovely. So I have to make a strength check?
Oh no, the guy came
No,
out
no.
behind
Oh.
you.
You're about to have to defend yourself because you're about to get hit over the head with a.
That's why I opted not to do that non-lethal on my previous attack, but
Yeah. You're getting hit over the head with the non-business end of a musket.
it's because I'm a lady, isn't it? I thank you for your generosity.
well, let's see that defense roll before you.
Well, because
thank
once he
him too
came
much.
through the door, he would have had a penalty to shoot you.
Yeah,
He's not going to
That's-
open the door, back up, aim, and then shoot.
that's kind of why I got to this position, because I figured I was about to. Do I need to do that defense roll now? Sorry, I'm packing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Submit. I don't know what I'm rolling against.
take one-
You got a
take
3
one
versus a
non-lethal.
4, so
Oh, okay. Non-lethal.
Yep.
Yep.
That's not bad. That's what I would have used in my previous
Right,
attack.
so Walter and then Graham.
So Walter is going to probably fumble with his rifle, like, it didn't shoot. Why didn't it shoot? What can you do to fix
You can use it
that,
as a
really?
club.
Yeah, but he's like
He's
12.
got a bayonet on it, right? So I would think at some point you would have taught him that you can do two things with a gun, right?
I don't think it does have a bayonet.
I don't.
But it has the butt of it, that you
Yeah.
can hit something.
Okay, he's going to,
Three things with a gun,
thinking about it, yeah, he's going to go up and try to push this guy, hopefully through this hole. What can he do?
That hole, there's no way he would think that hole would fit a man.
No, it's just a musket, like, notch.
It's an arrow slit.
Yeah.
Okay. What can you do with a melee to try to, like, knock this guy down? Because Silverlock is grabbing the
I
musket,
would
right?
say if he's
Does
gonna
he have a
melee,
knife or
he
anything?
will give that guy. If he wants to move in and try to interfere, he can give that guy a -2 on his next check to.
Yeah, he was gonna go and try to help Silverlock with whatever
Yeah.
Silverlock
So
is doing.
I would say if you're helping, we'll just say the red coat gets a -2 on his, or rather Silverlock gets a +2 on his next
Okay.
check to try to steal the gun.
Yeah, so that's what he's doing
And-
then. He's just gonna
and
probably
Graham is
leave
up-
the musket then because it didn't shoot.
Yeah. Okay. And Graham is up next.
Okay, Graham he's a one-legged sharpshooter, and so he's not going to move much, but he will quick draw his musket from his back,
Okay.
and he's going to present it at him and try to just take the guy out with one shot again. And so
Sure.
for this, I'm not going to use a style point because he hasn't been shot yet, has he? I will use a style
That guy
point.
is not. That guy has just moved toward the battle. He hasn't shot. He hasn't been shot.
So
Nice.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that guy is stunned.
okay. And quick draw is a reflexive action, so I can actually still move if I wanted, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I will step back, and I'll be looking down at the ground at this other musket.
Okay.
But that Walter's standing just above it, so that's where I'll
Yep.
do. That's my turn.
And once again, the slaves are not getting involved. They're just going over here. They're staying out of this. Does not concern them. I mean, it does because you agreed to free them, but they don't know that. Right, Dr. Channing is up next.
Dr. Channing's gonna quick draw his bow and fire at this guy. Now
Okay.
he's got, what's his penalty because of the malaria? He's got -2.
Yeah,
Okay. So
just a
7
generic
becomes,
-2 on most actions.
yeah. Okay, 7 becomes 5. So I'm gonna toss a style point in. And so that goes to 6, so it's -1. Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
I take back what I said about Josiah and his ability to shoot.
What is there
He's
take
not feeling
back?
so well.
Sorry.
Yeah, we have these days.
He's feeling a little under the weather, so to speak.
Yeah.
He's a little green around the gills.
All in the defense of a lady, so.
Yes. In this battle, he's gone from the sharpshooter of Robin Hood to the comic relief of Robin Williams.
Oh,
I like Robin Williams. I'll take that.
So do I, but let's face it, there's only one person Robin Williams has ever killed.
That's a bad joke.
Yes, it was. I feel bad for that one.
Oh, you could have said he went from being Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, to Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
That's what I was thinking. It's tight.
I completely forgot about that movie.
see, like, I was thinking of like Hook. I'm like, well, he killed Captain Hook. Oh wait, you mean real life? You jerk.
Also, he didn't kill Captain Hook. A crocodile statue
No, ate
fell
him.
on Captain Hook and ate him.
That's technically what happened. Yes.
Adam, must you just try and be dark? I'm trying to give you an out. And you're just like, no, I want to be dark. It's fine.
It's fine, Adam. I have the same humor.
It's either cringy puns or it just goes dark. That's
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no in between.
Yeah.
Thomas is up next.
Cool. Not to complain, but the guy that I shot last turn, unless he was stunned, didn't try and shoot me back.
Because he couldn't, because his gun takes several turns to reload.
Good to know. Though I can't do anything because I have to drop
You
my
could
gun
club
now.
him with your gun, the butt of your gun butt.
I can't draw my sword, can I? Or my saber.
You can draw your sword, and that'll take your action.
I'm gonna butt him down over the head with my
Okay.
pistol. What do I roll for that?
It would be your melee skill with a
+1.
+1 bonus if you don't have it as a weapon.
Cool. Melee +1.
All right.
I thought your last said brain. Your last name said brain for a second. So I thought you're like melee to the brain.
So he's still alive? That's great.
Yeah.
Good for that guy. Good for him for keeping on. Can I also draw my saber, or is that not a whole action I can't
That would
do
be a different. Unless you had quick draw, you can't.
Son of a bitch. All right, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
The answer is yes, you do want quick draw.
Is
Yes.
it fair to
Mary is-
say? Is it fair to say that I am within touch range, that I can touch him briefly for a brief second? Will I
Yep.
do that?
Yeah. So Mary basically turns around and kind of covers her magic by slapping the guy, and as her magic basically, causes something in his brain to go wrong, it really looks like she slapped him so hard he dropped dead.
It slapped him.
Does he fall off
That's
that
what they call
cliff
it.
or no?
No.
No, I don't have an
It wasn't
active
from the
strength for
impact of the
that.
slap. It was basically just cover for her actually killing him by.
My strength would need to be more than just a 1 in order for me to slap him off the side of this.
All right. Jeff, go ahead and Jeff, you're doing an opposed strength check against his strength.
Okay. He said with a +2.
And you get a +2 because you're being assisted.
Yeah.
Not shabby.
It's probably mathematically impossible for him to win this.
Well, watch him win it. Oh, there you go.
Well, because 4 was his max. So yeah, you wrench the gun out of his grip, and you now have a gun with a bayonet on it.
And I just hand it over to
Graham.
to Graham. Yeah, it's like, here.
You know what to do with this.
I'm like trying to reach down to the one on the ground. And you're like, here. I was like, thank you.
All right. British regulars' turn. All right. First shot on Dr. Channing, second shot on Thomas, third shot on Graham.
Oh, I knew he was gonna go. I was going for him next.
The second
too.
shot's a penalty, right?
If it's in the same round.
No, because it's these two guys over here who have
Oh.
not shot anyone yet,
Those jerks.
and this guy up here who is no longer stunned.
Oh, well, nice done, you guys.
Have they all shot yet or no?
Nope, I'm about to roll.
Okay.
So first shot is Dr. Channing, second shot is Thomas, third shot is Graham.
Okay.
And it would help if I actually clicked the right thing. Actually, I mean, it would help me. It would hurt you guys because I almost clicked something much lower.
Oh no.
Wow. All right.
God.
Okay, 4 for me, so I take 2 more hits. I'm looking wounded, guys. Just so you know, I've got some blood in my shoulder and in my other shoulder.
Is my defense affected by the
I'm looking
malaria?
pretty bad, too.
Nope. Defense, I'm going to say the malaria is not affecting you.
Thank you. All right. This one I'm definitely going to put my last style point into. So it would be nice to not die.
Yep. And then the guy that was fighting Thomas is falling
Ooh,
back
sweet.
and reloading his gun.
So that was
Well, Well, if
6
he
against
used
a
the
5.
musket against Thomas and shot before he moved, he would have been at -1. But whatever.
So
No.
take
The guy who was fighting Thomas, he had shot, like, he
Oh.
was one of the first
Oh,
people
okay.
to shoot. His
Okay.
gun has not been loaded ever
Okay.
since Thomas
That's
closed
one of
to
these
room for
guys.
them. Yep. These two have both just shot, the ones that you're clicking
Okay.
on now. And then this guy up here, who had just recovered from being stunned, shot. All
Well,
right.
Wouldn't he have to move to be able to shoot? If this
Sorry,
is
I was
stone?
muted. Can this guy even like shoot at us?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Apparently he can.
He's elevated,
The
isn't
stone
he?
wall there. Yeah.
Oh.
That's true. I mean, where he was, I guess, yeah, because that is the
Colonel.
colonel that would be over his head, so he would have had to move.
I might have done my magic at him instead of this guy had he been in visible range, but I assumed he was not visible.
Yeah. Technically, this guy would have to move to get a better shot too. So.
Here's the stops.
All right, next up, Walter and Graham.
Walter is probably going to try to pick up the musket that's on the ground now by his feet. Or is this guy still up, actually? Did you just, did
yeah.
Silverlock just take the musket and he's still
I just-
there?
Yeah. Took his musket, gave it to you.
Okay. Walter's still going to pick up the one on the ground because it's got the bayonet on it.
Okay.
And I don't think I can attack that same turn, so that's all he's
Correct.
going to do. Graham, on the other hand, is going to take the musket from Silverlock. He is going to go 1, 2 to where he can see this guy better, and then shoot.
Okay.
Assuming the quick draw accepts the rifle as like.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, which one are you shooting?
The guy on the far stairs, on the left side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Down here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want him down. He just shot at me. I'm not going to style it though.
Okay.
Another
Nice.
plume of smoke. And I will point out that I've dumped a lot of stats into Graham's sharpshooting ability, so
Yep.
he's paid for
It's
it
always
in other
nice to have
ways.
one character who's a really good shot.
It's also nice to have all the muskets
Well,
lying around because it takes,
Yeah.
even with my talents, 3 rounds to reload every single gun.
Yeah. Well,
So he goes
done
down.
quite well.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
goes
going to
down.
stagger as I kind of let the musket drop back
And then
down.
in the distance, you hear.
Nothing.
Hopefully you guys heard that.
The shots.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need everyone to make an athletics check.
Oh
Oh,
god.
jeez, I'm done.
Athletics.
Oh no, they're shelling our us.
I have athletics at 2 minus 2. That says 0. I don't know what that means exactly.
I'll take
terms of
athletics.
rolling.
You fall.
thing to roll,
you fall
right?
prone. If you
Okay.
if you have a 0, you fall.
All right. Okay.
And
Well, that was useful.
actually, Graham probably would have had a penalty for that because
Minus
keeping
2.
his footing with. Yeah, I'm gonna say his penalty would apply to that because it's trying to keep his footing with his.
Okay, so subtract 1, so 1 success.
Okay. Graham is also knocked down.
Okay, and then Walter is 3.
Basically, if you get a 2 or higher, you keep your feet. Otherwise,
You're footless.
I am.
Yeah,
Footloose.
otherwise you are knocked over.
So I guess it
Just
wasn't
smooth
a,
her back into the water.
a
Nope,
gunshot
not
hit.
into the water.
Not being
just
very
kind of
useful.
there on the edge. Yeah, so the shots hit. Some of these barrels that presumably contain powder are burning. And we're at the
Also,
top of
that's
the,
not for it.
For it.
and we're at the top of the turn order.
Josiah.
So I
he's
am
laying down.
prone. Does that mean I'm knocked out or just
No,
Nope,
you just have to stand
have
up.
to spend. It costs half your move to get up.
okay?
So if you were to move, you
going-
can only go half.
All right, I'm going to get up, and since I can only move 3, I'm going to 1, 2, 3, and attack this guy here.
Okay.
-2, so 7 minus 2 is going to be a 5. Maybe the dice is gentle to me.
Yeah, that guy is dropped.
Really?
I heard
Yes,
him a lot.
Thomas
Thomas,
says-
that's the guy Thomas has been like shooting and beating on all battle.
Oh, all right. Well,
One hit point left.
don't mean to claim your kill there, but
It's okay. Sharing is caring.
All right, Thomas is up next.
I'm gonna take this turn to well, put my pistol away, pull out my crossbow, and pull out my saber.
Okay.
And also I'm gonna move right over here, so I'm out of line of sight.
All right.
These barrels are burning, so I can't hide behind them, right?
Oh yeah, no, those barrels are exploded.
Can I be covered behind this barrel or barrel's box?
There's not really any room behind that box. It's kind of against the wall.
could move it
Okay.
though.
I mean, you have decent cover there. The wall kind of shelters you from these guys over here,
Until you move.
and the explosion kind of shelters you from anyone on the other side. Like,
Aw,
it obscures you from view, at least.
wonderful. Love being
Alright.
obscure.
I kind of missed what happened. Who blew that up?
The ships have started the attack, perhaps earlier than
Oh,
expected.
great.
and they're shelling the fort.
Friendly fire, in other words.
Can I do magic on this person?
Yes.
Magic -2 7. After I do that, I'm gonna pop over here and I want to peek through the door.
Okay.
And what do I see?
Exactly what's on the map. It's a hallway. There's a gate here. There's some doors leading off into other rooms. If you look through the gate, there's a guy over here who is still keeping watch outward.
Okay, and I assumed, are these locked at present, or can I tell?
Can't really tell. I mean, you'd have to try to open it, and you'd.
Okay. Sounds good. Just wanted to keep
Actually,
a
I'm
look.
gonna say this one is slightly ajar.
Okay. He was on the. I don't remember,
It would be,
but I
it
think
would
he.
be unusual to keep the gate to the kitchen locked unless you were actually under an attack and you needed to create that defensive position.
Yeah. Perfect. I'm really glad we got in this way instead of from the outward. That would have been a pain to defend from.
Yeah, that would have involved like having to pick locks.
Which I kind of can. I don't know if I can do that actually. That's my other character in a different game.
I think Graham can do that at this point.
Graham.
But yeah, it would have involved like picking locks while under fire. That would have been exciting, but
No.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my turn.
all right. Next up is John.
Yeah, I'm doing a total attack brawl on this guy. Since he doesn't have a gun, hopefully I can knock him out before he can do anything.
Sure.
Only 4. Yeah,
Non-lethal to him.
I would move, but I have a feeling you can take the gun away from the kid, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and he can't really flee because he's got fire to one side, and so he is going to. He is going to surrender. He's going to surrender. He's got a explosion to one side, an angry wolfman to the other.
No gun.
Yeah, that guy's going to surrender. On his turn. So that guy surrendered. These two down here are just reloading their guns.
Yeah. Walter is going. Is it about Walter's turn?
It is.
So he's gonna kind of step up and kind of shout to Silverlock, "I'll keep him here." And I'm just gonna keep the musket I picked up and point it at the guy and keep him prisoner.
Okay.
Graham is going to double move if I can. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Sorry, I meant to go up here straight up. And can I start trying to see if this guy's shot his rifle?
Which guy?
Dead guy.
That.
I don't remember.
Oh, that dead guy. Yes, he did get a shot off before.
Okay. So that's
Also
double
on the
move then.
soldier's turn. This guy emerged from the room north of him, so there is a.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, sorry, I was still trying to get his token.
Sure. Well, sayonara, everyone.
I will let you change where you're standing if you want to take cover over here behind those boxes.
That's what I would have done because I was gonna double move. So 1, 2, 3, and then seeing this guy, I probably would have tried to scoot over to the crates and kind of lean down and crouch down on them because
absolutely
I'm bleeding badly from my arms or wherever I got hit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you. That's my turn.
Okay. Dr. Channing is up next.
All right, Dr. Channing is going to aim for... Have either of these fellows ever here? Have either one of these been hit?
No. One of them has been by magic, but you don't believe in magic, so no.
Okay. All right, well, I'll just go for this one because it's the one that's most obvious. -2 because I'm not feeling quite well. 3, all right.
Right. And Thomas is up next.
I'm gonna go up and stab this guy because I feel like he's just lonely.
The one that surrendered?
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
No. Yes, he surrendered. Unlike the two that are firing at us, he is
They're
not
not firing; they're loading their guns
or even better yet.
to fire at you.
I don't want to get in a line of fire because will die by both their hands. So I'm going to strategically stay here. Actually, I'm going to strategically move further back and go over here.
Okay.
Okay. Mary is next.
Oh, she's away from keyboard.
All right. Silverlock is next.
Okay, well, since this guy surrendered, and I'm hoping he keeps his word.
Walter's got a gun on him, so.
Yeah, I'm doing double move. Cracking my knuckles as I approach.
All right. As you approach, you kind of see over this redcoat's shoulder into this room. There is a guy in there.
I'm gonna do a magic attack on him. Sorry, I'm still packing on this guy at the -2 for distance. -2 because again we're going to free the slaves, and we want that way to be clear.
Yep.
I see trouble inside that room.
Yeah, what does this guy look like?
Oh yeah, that's serious trouble inside that room. That's not just trouble.
Powdered wig, well dressed. He's obviously a man of means.
I do think it's best we stick together, so I don't think I'm going to venture into there yet.
Sure.
However, would I be able to mention, tell the slaves that we're trying to get them free?
Yes.
The ones that are over there.
I'll let you call that out. And
would that be a diplomacy or
yes,
deception?
yeah, try diplomacy.
Okay.
Because you're not lying.
3. That wasn't bad.
Yeah. The slaves seem to believe you and are probably going to start heading out.
Cool.
All right. Silverlock went. British regular is going to shoot Silverlock. So as he comes around the corner charging this guy does not hit. And he probably is starting to regret a few of his life choices. Walter and Graham are next.
Sorry, Becca just gave me a card. Is it Walter's turn?
Yep.
Is the guy doing anything? Otherwise, he's going to continue keeping him under the gun and just kind of...
Still surrendered.
No additional cannon fire?
Yeah, but it's not...
Okay. I think I would move back and like kind of get away from the walls.
Like, you hear cannon fire in the distance, but it's not like before where it's setting off the powder and shaking the ground under your feet.
He's like trying to get the guy to move up here, basically, so it's away from the walls.
Okay.
And then for for Graham, he's going to quit. I'm going to just leave the musket; it's empty, and I'm going to pull out my saber, which is Putnam's saber, and I will
Pitcairn's saber. Putnam is on your side.
Pitcairn, sorry. 1, 2, 3, and then I'll go 1, 2. And that's my turn. We're gonna risk this.
Slaves are moving out. They are. At this point, even if you're not actually there to free them, most of the people are dead, so seems like good as time as any to flee. All right. Dr. Channing is up next.
All right. These hexes here, or squares here, they're on fire, so I can't really move through those, right?
I mean, the explosion has kind of died down by now, so
Okay.
yes, you can.
All right, so I'm going to move. Now, Thomas, what is your what visible damage would you have that I would notice?
I've been shot twice, so
okay.
Pretty
all right. Okay, medicine roll coming your way.
Yeah.
All right.
We come to 0.
And it's -2 for that, right? Because of the malaria.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah. For most things, it's -2. Like if it were academics or something, I'd say no, but.
All right, that's 2, but it's
But you have lifesaver, so Thomas recovers
Lifesaver.
2 lethal wounds.
2 lethal wounds, sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Don't forget
And
to tip your
it's Thomas'
doctor.
turn.
Oh yeah, cool. All right. So I'm too far away to do any damage to anybody. But I'm gonna go back in the fray and be over. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be over here essentially. 1, 2. And then next turn I'll go to attack them.
Okay.
Maybe we'll find out. TBD.
All right. So, those of you who can see this guy, he comes over here. And what is his... So he's carrying something. Like, basically an armload of stuff. Like, he's grabbed what he can and he's making his way out. So he goes through this door and into this room.
Mwahaha.
And Mary is up next.
Mary has visibility on that person, so she's gonna do magic on that person.
Okay.
There you go.
Sorry, kids.
I'm sorry, which one?
The one up top on the higher ability for me to actually see them over there. And it's at a -2. I have just conveyed to the slaves that we're trying to free them.
Yep.
I'm going to hold my position right here while also keeping an eye that way. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's my turn.
Yeah, so another one drops of mysterious causes that doctors will have a hard time explaining.
Brain.
They'll probably just chalk it up to the bullet holes in that guy that were there before you magicked him, but
Anything that does not have a bullet hole, it's an aneurysm, but they just don't know it yet.
yeah.
That tracks.
I mean, you know, we're a little past the age of automatically saying witchcraft. A little bit. Like one generation.
Yeah, literally.
Like there are people alive today whose parents were at the Salem witch trials.
Wait, we're in them or we're at them?
Both.
Yes.
Yes. Ben Franklin's mother was...
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant today, not game today. My bad.
No. I mean, you know, today, if the movie Hocus Pocus is historically accurate, but...
It definitely is.
All right, next up, John.
Okay. Take a step, do a total attack brawl on this guy, and if I take him out, I'm going to continue on my move.
Okay.
So, come on, do well. Oh, I whipped that one.
So you put your hands on his shoulders and go in for the headbutt. He gets his musket up. You take a point of non-lethal as you essentially headbutt the metal of the gun.
Yeah.
It
Nice
would have been
start.
awesome if he succeeded.
Yeah, well, you know.
But, you know.
It's better
Oof.
than taking out Graham there.
Yeah, you probably would have.
So this guy's going to fall back and start reloading his gun. All right, Walter and Graham, in that order.
Oh, the guy isn't obeying and moving here?
Oh, yeah, that guy, if you're telling him to move away from the wall, he will.
Okay. Walter's occupied keeping this guy under the barrel of the gun.
Yep.
For Graham, Silverlock didn't move at all, right? Because his turn went before him.
Yep.
Yeah, I moved one, but yeah, it's like, but I didn't get to continue my movement since I sort of.
What does Silverlock look like? Are you like burned and scorched or stabbed?
No, I
You okay?
I have a little bit of a crease on my forehead
It looks
because
like he's going to have a nasty bruise. in a little bit.
But besides that, there's no like you didn't get
No, I
exploded.
haven't taken any damage.
Okay.
That was my first damage I took that I self-inflicted. Yes.
I'm hesitant to go in first, but if I double move, I can stay out of your way at least. So I can go up here one, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's legal. And then I've got the saber out, and I'm not fast, but I'm moving as much as I can. That's all I can do.
Yeah, your mortal enemy, stairs.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
All right, the slaves are once again there, in the process of escaping.
I would convey to them how to get out and ask if there's any others, how many there are, just so we can try to get all of them out. Just saying that, so it's said.
Yeah. So yeah, the slaves are basically double moving there.
Well, if they sprint, that's 4 times their movement.
They do indicate that there is one more in the kitchens, but
Just one more in the kitchens. Got it.
Yeah.
Good to know.
If I was Adam, I would say good because we're hungry. But I'm not Adam, so I'm not going to say that.
Not a
that's
hungry hippo, huh?
awful.
I'll allow it.
Or is he hangry?
All right. So, and the slaves, and we're back to Dr. Channing.
All right.
Standing in the way of the slaves just trying to get to freedom.
Mary, what is your what's your damage report?
For how much damage I've taken, I've only taken 1 non-lethal.
Okay.
I'm
All right,
good.
Okay. So I'm looking over here. These guys are.
I will say you probably saw Graham take a couple of bullets.
There's a guy
Okay,
over
well-
here too.
All right. So. And I saw Graham go this way last time, right?
Yep.
That's last
Yep.
I saw them. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm going to move in that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, lad. 5. And do I see Graham? I don't see Graham, do I?
Nope. He's
Okay. I'm going to ask his son if.
His son has been focused on the prisoner, so
Okay.
he just knows he went around this corner somewhere.
All right. Well, I guess that's my turn then, unless I see.
You can double move.
Fire at.
You see me? Well,
Pardon? Yeah.
could
okay.
double move.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Silverlock, where's Graham?
he's inside.
And I will say, if you're there, you can kind of see Graham.
Yeah.
Has just entered the room. Since his
Oh,
time is
okay.
right before yours.
Okay.
All right, Thomas is up next.
I forget in this game. Can we attack diagonally, or do they have to be like right next to somebody?
I allow it sometimes if you have like a musket with a bayonet, but generally no.
No go.
You can't do a touch attack via magic at a
Okay,
that.
cool.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that's situational. Like, can you move past people? Well, it depends.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Has this guy been attacked yet? I haven't been noticed.
Doesn't seem to be.
That piece of crap. All right, well, I'm going to regret my life and shoot with my crossbow.
Okay.
And I'm going to also take a couple steps back. Let's see.
Your arrow plinks into the crenellation of the fort because it does not hit.
GA.
I feel your pain.
Should have, because you just... Yeah. All right.
Oh, just thought of something.
And so this guy steps out into the hallway.
Ooh. Magic duel.
And Mary is next.
Oh, look, somebody just appeared in my visible sighting. I take a look at him.
Oh, no.
He
He is,
doesn't.
he is unarmed. He appears very wealthy. He's probably the, some politician or dignitary or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time for him to have a slight heart attack. Huh?
Oh, no. Wait, what happened? My thingy didn't work. Ah,
Is your modifier on?
it is, but I think I must have pressed the wrong button. I'm just gonna do it at a flat and take the magic damage.
Okay.
That's a non-lethal, right? For negating 2.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And can I do a perception and see what he's holding?
He's basically, it looks like he's gathered up a bunch of stuff. Documents, treasures. He's basically carrying, looks like whatever he could grab that was worth anything.
Does he stop at that point, or does he keep going?
I mean, he stopped because that was his move.
1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'll move in, and yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Next up is John.
Okay, move here, do a total attack, hit the guy, hopefully, then continue my move.
All right. That time you actually hit the guy.
Yep.
So, you don't hit him for much. So I'll say you run by and you kind of shove him as you run by.
Well, it's sort of one of those little punches as I sort of.
Yeah.
I feel like he's sort of covered, or just making it a little easier for Graham to finish him off.
Sure.
Softening him up. It's important. Yeah.
British
Underwrite.
regular. This guy's gonna. The guy to the south is gonna finish loading his gun.
Oh. No, I feel silly.
The guy to the north is going to. Gonna pursue Silverlock and try to whack him over the head with a musket.
Okay, so I only have my passive defense since I did a total attack. That's only a point. That's non-lethal, so yeah. For me, that I don't think it even staggers me. I just sort of just.
Yeah, you're pretty. You can probably shrug that off. It's within your character. All right, Graham Graham is up next because I'm assuming Walter is still covering the prisoner.
Oh, I actually got a 5. Okay. Never mind. I didn't even take any damage.
Well, the 5 was for your full defense.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Like I said, even a point, it's like it's.
So Graham damages this guy. Slaves are in the process of escaping. Dr. Channing is up next.
Dr. Channing's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, and then attempt to heal Graham if he All right. So, Graham, are you going to submit to healing?
Yeah, absolutely. I just
Okay.
chopped the guy, and he's
Just
like, trying to
checking.
run
You
out
look
the
like you were
door.
busy. You just look like you were busy. That's all.
I was playing a video game, and it has the most interesting depiction of what would be a self-medicine roll. Like, you're in first person, and you see the characters, like, digging bullets out of himself, like, snapping dislocated bones back into place.
That's 4 for you.
All right. So Graham is doing very well now.
Thank you.
All right. Thomas is up next.
Not a problem.
I'm back to full. Thank you very much. Actually, yeah.
I'm gonna go inside back up Mary just in case.
Okay. Yeah, you can make it past the slaves.
We don't quite never split the party, but it's not necessarily advised.
I mean,
Yeah.
there have been some times where the party is split and it's been awesome, like the Boston Tea Party.
The poor kid,
Yeah,
all by
yeah.
himself, guarding the prisoner, and the other one's going to come back and
He's got a gun.
Most commonly, I split from the party, to my own room.
Yeah.
Also, I load my crossbow again.
All right, Mary, you're going to get to apply passive defense against this. Thomas, you notice your lodestone reacting as the Lord kind of glares at.
What do I do to do passive defense?
just roll
Just
your
roll your
normal.
defense, and it'll tell you what the passive is.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So you're fine.
Sweet.
So yeah, he kind of shifts what he's carrying under one arm and kind of thrusts his cane outward. I'm gonna say, Mary, you know this is meant to be some kind of magic because you've done that kind of attack yourself so many times. And Thomas, your lodestone reacts, so you also know that this guy is some kind of
Jerk.
And then he is gonna
Submit to us? No? Okay, fine.
nope. He's gonna vanish down the hall.
Can I still attack if I can't see him?
I will say, in this circumstance, yes, because you basically.
I just walked him. I just saw him walk around the corner. Okay, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 to the extent of my. It's my turn, right? Yeah. To the extent of my movement, and then I'm gonna go. Oh hell no! And I'm going to magic him with some extra style and pain.
Yeah.
Let's go with a 2.
This is
Oh.
basically the part where he enrages her enough that she goes Super Saiyan and puts it all into one blast.
I get 2 additional magics for a non-lethal, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I have a doctor here. That's not a problem.
Well, as Jeff pointed out, it's not necessarily, it may not let first aid apply to this kind of damage. Like, I think Jeff made a strong case for it.
Good job.
Jeff occasionally makes really good cases for how I could nerf the party. All right, so he's going to use his
It's too much of a
passive
GM.
only.
Oh,
All right. He is stunned.
Oof.
Basically, I'm gonna. So as he's going around the corner, Mary chases him. She lashes out with her magic. He loses his footing, and instead of being able to turn the corner, he kind of goes down in a heap right here against the wall.
Good.
sweet.
Good.
Loot the body. Loot the body.
He is.
Oh, I will.
All
I
right.
will. And I do
John?
need to be going really soon, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing a total attack, back elbow at the guy, and then continue my movement.
Gotcha.
So
He goes down in a heap.
probably falls into Graham's arms. or onto his saber.
I stand back a little and just like plop.
No, I think it's better he impales himself on the saber. It's your kill, you know. You have the bloody saber to prove it.
This guy suddenly has known to shoot, so he's going to move.
Except for the kid.
He's going to move, sees a kid holding a gun on his colleague.
Oof.
So.
Yeah, I like I said,
That's,
I saw it
that's
happening.
quite a ways away. So might have some hope.
Oh
Ooh.
no!
He's
Walter defense, and I'll give Walter a
no.
I'll give Walter a +2 to his defense because there's quite a bit of distance there. It's kind of the outer.
Yeah.
Walter rolls a 0.
So he.
That's good.
Well, that was before you gave him a mod, so it's like.
All right, yeah. I'll go ahead and
So roll 2 dice.
yeah, roll 2 dice, and we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding.
Wow.
All right, I'm taking us out of combat mode into narrative mode. They want this to be cinematic. You guys hear the gunshot ring out. What do you do? We're not in turn order anymore. The battle is over at this point.
Mommy, which
Mary-
one's better with me?
Thomas probably saw it.
I will say Thomas through the door wouldn't have seen the kid get hit,
Oh,
but he definitely had. Yeah, you guys all heard the gunshot coming from that area. What do you do?
I would head for the gunshot because I'm a doctor and that's what I do. Does it mean somebody might have gotten hurt?
I don't know if Graham would differentiate it from any of the other gunshots, and I probably would be going after Silverlock, especially now that I'm healed.
yeah. I
Same
have to
for
take
Thomas. There's
Silverlock
lots of
out. Yes.
gunshots.
I would probably tell Thomas, I'm heading to the kitchen. I don't think there's any other combat. Go see what happened.
Well, is this guy unconscious or just knocked down?
Anyone with an X on them is unconscious or dead.
I mean,
This guy was stunned.
the bureaucrat dude. So is he stunned like permanently, or should we still like keep our eyes on him?
Well, the guy that was being held not being held hostage anymore because there's no one currently aiming a gun at him.
Oh, lucky guy.
He's prone. That's what the little bubbles says. It's like, well, I couldn't read it. That's why I had to zoom in so far. Like, oh.
So I guess the important question now is, do we go get ourselves a nice meal in the kitchen?
I'm just gonna say, like, you guys can choose what you're gonna do, but
Yeah, I probably was going to follow the old guy because that's where I was chasing towards.
I would be following you at the hobble, run.
stop. Yes, that will do for this scene.
That I'll do.
All right, so yes, you've got. Yeah.
And this guy's still here too.
Mm-hmm. The guy who just killed Thomas, yes.
So I will say the battle is over. As I said, you guys are free to do what you want, but
I mean, yeah.
At some point, you might want to discover the.
That's the plan. That's where I'm headed.
At some point, someone might want to notice the dead kid because that's probably a chance for some interesting.
He's dead. Like dead?
Is he dead? Is he dead or just mostly dead?
Well, 6
Is there-
lethal.
is- Okay.
He's in the negatives. It's how, depending on how long
He's
it
an
takes.
NPC
Yeah.
who rolled a 0 on his defense against a 6 musket shot. Dr. Channing can make a medicine roll.
Yeah, he is.
Anybody want to
I'm
give me
sorry.
some style points?
Can I like
Dr. Channing,
magic him to be better at medicine before he does his medicine?
I'm going to say, Dr. Channing, you're first on the scene. You can make a medicine roll.
Okay. Can anyone add style points to it?
I will give you all of my style points.
Graham has 2. I think.
I'll give you mine too.
Just make the roll. Just
Okay.
Make the roll on your own.
All right. -2 for the malaria.
Not on this one.
Okay.
Just,
All right,
just this
here we go.
normal roll, or
Yep, just your normal roll.
Use your MacGuffin powers.
Doesn't have any MacGuffin powers.
so. In other words,
Oh, wait a
it sounds
minute,
like if
show
you
it.
roll max, then
All right,
Wants to
hold
be a 0, ironically.
no.
on. Hold on. Okay. Submit.
Go ahead and make a medicine roll.
Oh, all right.
Well,
Oh,
you've diagnosed him as being beyond the reach of modern medicine.
He's
Sorry,
dead,
Graham. I
Jim.
did everything I could do.
Yeah.
We do
like-
have a philosopher's stone.
You're not going to put my son into that monster.
It's his only hope.
Yes. So at this point, what is everyone doing? As I said, we're not in turn order.
I'm gonna
Dr. Channing has just found a dead kid.
I'm probably raiding the office looking for a box that should have a head in it.
Yeah, I was going after this guy.
I was gonna drag this guy out the front.
All right, you don't find anything in the office.
Check the kitchen.
Oh, God.
I look everywhere. Like I spend all my style points into looking for this head.
I will say, if you search the guy that you just magicked, he is carrying a small bag. Well, a bag. Among the other effects, is a bag that's just about the right size for a head, and it contains something that is.
I would have probably searched him before I.
Roughly, yeah. So I will say you find the head on him, along with, again, there's a couple other bags that clearly contain money. There's some documents. He grabbed whatever he thought was important before he tried to flee.
I probably
it's
just
probably worth-
everything he has because obviously what he has is what's important. And
Well, I'm probably
you add-
taking him.
character sheet. I'm-
Yep. All right. If you got to go, well, yeah. What is Graham doing right now?
So I don't know if Graham knows. He was following after Silverlock, kind of slowing down.
I'm
a
gonna
little
have
bit
Graham make a
behind.
perception check.
Yeah, I was going
Yeah.
to say when you're going through here with
I'm gonna have Graham make a perception check.
all the murder or the arrow slits, you might have been able to.
That's a 3.
I will say, through this south window, he actually, I'm gonna, for the sake of drama, give him a perfect view.
Oh no! I think the world goes
Sorry, son, I
silent,
did all I could do.
and then I'll just drop down onto my knee.
This is officially the darkest episode I've ever run.
I think, yeah, he would just kind of drop down and he'd just sit there.
I promised his mother I would take care of him on her deathbed.
There's just that silence. You're staring.
So, yeah. All right.
Graham will just fade to black at that point. Like, there's nothing else he's gonna do
Yeah.
in this episode.
Yeah, Graham is kind of catatonic at this point. What's everyone else doing? So,
adding all of the items from the guy I just killed to my character sheet.
okay.
I'm gonna pick up the kid if I can.
Yeah,
if
I'll
he's
say the
not too
bags
big,
of
pick him
money
up.
total a couple £100. You have the head that is presumably the head of the horseman, and some documents.
Well, if
All
this
right.
guy isn't dead, I would think would be a worthwhile prisoner.
Could you add that to my character sheet? Because I'm not
Yeah.
I
on.
will.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Because
Well,
exchange of prisoners or this guy probably has intelligence that the different orders and whatnot, and
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he's probably worth interrogating.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty injured. He's at 1 health.
well, we knock him out just to make certain it's easier. So a prone body, nice and limp. It's you don't have to worry about them struggling. Yeah.
I'm gonna go tell our kitchen maid that she's free to go.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, the slaves have all fled at this point.
Have a
The
sandwich,
guards
please.
outside the gate have basically. The guards who are stationed outside have basically fled between the gunfire and the fact that the Lord is captured.
I also would tell the slave in the kitchen to bring anything that she thinks would be of value for her to keep.
All right. Yeah. So we'll say the
That's a good
slaves
point.
have basically looted anything useful out of the kitchen, and they have all left.
Taking the cutlery.
Yeah. Yep. Slaves have looted and left. So you guys are in the fort. It's mostly empty. You have a couple surrendered guards. Like the one that had surrendered, even after Walter was shot, honored his promise to surrender. The other one who shot Walter is the only other one alive. So I'll say you have 3 prisoners.
Okay. We got what we came for, so I would say head back for wherever our. Were we supposed to do anything at the Maroon colony before we?
You
Just
don't know where the Maroon
fulfilled-
colony
we
is. Every
fulfilled
time you've been taken to or from there, you had bags over your heads.
Okay.
Yeah, we were just supposed
Was
to
there,
rescue the
was there
slaves
anything we were
from.
supposed to do for them other than rescue the slaves?
It was
Okay.
just rescue the slaves. I would also see if there's anything useful as far as most likely the Lord had anything of value, but is there any other information that would be of value in the office?
There are more documents. Mostly they seem to be just shipping records and stuff like that. And I'm not saying the documents he had were particularly useful. I'm just saying they were valuable to him.
Okay. Nothing like magic scrolls, because he could use magic, actually, is what I would be looking for.
Doesn't appear to.
Sorry, what?
He doesn't appear to have anything magical.
I was hoping I could find a healing spell.
Yeah, well.
Do I have any style points at all?
You got 3 style
You have
points.
3.
Would those allow me to get like a magical healing scroll that I could attempt to like raise the sun from the dead but not quite dead?
He is beyond healing. It would be raising the dead at this point.
Okay. That's a different spell altogether that I'm not allowed to have unless I take mental damage. So
Yeah. I kind of frown on the party engaging in actual necromancy. You're supposed to be the good guys.
I probably could have healed him with my magic.
Also, the raise dead spell only lasts temporarily, and they come back a zombie.
Yeah.
Don't
serious
touch my
resurrection.
son.
I don't think that would. Yeah. I don't think Graham would appreciate that.
Yeah.
What's
that is.
As we kind of wrap up and are leaving the castle, we have 3 prisoners, right? One of them is the one that shot Walter,
Yep.
technically. Who's in charge of them?
It's up to you guys. If you're taking them with you, you guys have to work that out. You don't have
I
any NPCs
honestly don't see the need for prisoners.
Well, the old guy I feel like is a worthwhile prisoner. He's worth some ransom and intelligence. So
I agree.
The only thing I
uh,
would say we could probably do with them is give them to the slave colony and let them do with them as they see fit.
Like, are the
I would
slaves
think
there
the
with us
orders
to
would
like?
want him.
I mean, I think the old guy is good because he had a clue, right, for what we're looking for. So
I
he
mean,
would have.
he had the thing you're looking for, and
Yeah,
again, he has some magical ability.
I'm
So.
going to claim him and watch him.
Well, I think I have him. I knocked him out and had him over my shoulder.
All right. So yeah. All right.
Keep
Fine.
keep your question.
John is carrying the enemy lord over his shoulder like a sack.
I pat you in the back and say, "Good work, good haul."
Well, I thought about dragging him by his hair, but uh, the wig came off first. So
That would
Yeah.
ensure that he doesn't drown.
it's like I wasn't trying to scalp him.
All right. So yes, you guys have. What are you doing now?
I think I'm thinking about it, and Graham would be probably more grief-stricken than vengeful, and so even if like those two prisoners, one of them being the culprit, I don't think he would even like really go there right away. So
Well, unless he said something, and then it probably would be at the just coming up to him, with a dead look in your eye, and just
Yeah. Again, he's not gonna gloat over killing a kid. Like he shot someone who had a gun on his colleague.
yeah, it's in warfare. Like that's a legitimate, that's war. It sucks.
Yeah. Like
But for
someone
Graham,
from the other side of a war had a gun on his colleague and he shot him. He's not
Killed.
gonna gloat over a dead kid. He's not cartoonishly evil.
yeah.
It's our fault. We really shouldn't have left Graham's son to do that.
like I said, I was very hesitant to leave him by himself. I was like,
He had the prisoner under guard. Like he was doing real well. He was at full health.
in fact, the only reason why I went after the guy that was because you were sort of in the sights. That's sort of why I took off to begin with. It was like, but such is life, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Especially for an NPC.
All right. So yeah, you guys. I'll say you guys have a prisoner and you have some loot. So
how quickly would we meet up with like the rest?
Here's a question. Are you guys taking Walter's body with you when you leave?
Of course.
Yeah,
It's
Graham would.
possible.
I have it.
Yeah, I would want to bring his
Yeah.
body. Yeah.
I have it. I'm carrying
Like
it, or
if
trying to, at
anything,
least.
make the prisoners carry it. That's a very legitimate thing to do. Is like make them carry the litter basically.
Okay. Yeah, and again, if you're taking them as prisoners, you certainly can do that.
Yeah. I don't think that would have been Graham's idea. Again, I think he's broken down. But
Sure.
But that would be, I think, the logical thing for the party to do is they've got these one unconscious, two able-bodied prisoners, and make them carry the litter with the kid.
All right.
This is so sad.
It is. Again, this is the darkest episode I've ever run. Like,
Yeah. You see that big grin on his face. Huh?
Again, it couldn't have played out any other way. Like, based on what everyone was in that situation, that's how it would have happened.
Well, like I said, I knew that's what was going to happen. I even said it. It's like, the kid's
I
going
will
to get
admit,
shot.
I'm surprised. I was expecting him to get hit, but to roll a 0 and then the extra bonus a 0, it makes sense, but it's so cinematic. Like
it is.
Like the end of the fight, and then the one guard that we left over there, and then slow-mo.
Essentially, the guy that shot him like snapped his fingers like Thanos, and he just kind of like burst into ashes.
Well, you see him race. It's the slow motion. You see him aim, fire, and then
shot
you just
rings
see
out. Graham turns toward the window, just as he's trained to kind of notice gunfire. Yeah,
and his son just sort of just crumples. So you don't see any hit. It's just he drops.
Entire party is getting a point just because that's such a morale blow to everyone. I'm going to give everyone a point for how you kind of played dealing with that. GM puts you through something that dark, you get a point.
Yay! We get a point. Oh.
So all I'm seeing here, guys, is we should get the more depressing situations to get more points.
Okay, Josiah, let's step up the fever.
Is it morbid of me to ask if we have any other children?
Wow.
Yeah, that would be.
And now we're back to episode 1, where there was talk about whether she could start sacrificing random animals for more magic. It's just accelerated.
That was completely a joke, by the way, for legal purposes.
Yes, for legal
Oh
purposes,
my goodness.
we do not actually advocate the sacrifice of children for
But anyway,
material gain.
no wonder there was
this
so
recording got
much trash.
something happened during this recording that unfortunately we're not able to broadcast this one on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Also,
Well, it's,
Adrian's YouTube
corrupted.
channel has been shut down, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys have made your way out of there. You've got, I guess you've got prisoners now. You know,
Where are we supposed to meet the?
same place the boat dropped you off.
Okay.
In
Is
2
there
days.
Is there any reason why we can't head back in that direction?
No.
The boat's not there.
Okay.
Well,
So
the boatman he is basically checking at night to see if you're there. So if you go,
I don't see the point in keeping the captives. I don't know what we would do with them, but I don't think they're going to be very useful other than carrying the litter. But what
Well, this becomes the moral
if we
question.
have a chance of getting off this rock? Then I would suggest that we do that. If
Did
there
we
is a
keep
boat
the
coming,
the 2 redcoats and the old guy are prisoners.
Yeah.
Would I be able to ask him if he knows any way of healing?
Well, I think he's kind of like comatose, right?
at the moment, yes.
I don't think he'd be a friendly witness.
Okay, never mind then.
I would think, and I am hesitant to speak because it's out of character. Because Graham is just not here right now.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
he's quiet,
Well, yeah.
secluded himself to himself. But I think the what are they called again? I forgot the name. The slave group. They're
Maroons.
the Maroons.
Mhm.
So
Being maroon.
we're gonna go to them right now, right? So we can give the prisoners to them, except for the old guy if you want to
don't
keep
know
him.
where the Maroons are. You
Well,
were told to
the
free
slaves.
No, they
They'll
were.
find
They were.
us.
They would
find
be
us,
at
I
the
think.
bottom, waiting for the slaves. I would just give them the prisoners to the Marooners then.
No.
Well, they weren't there. The slaves were from the thing, and we just let them go. They
Yeah.
weren't actually
The
the.
Maroons-
The slaves just went out the
Maroons will
front door.
find
They
them.
didn't go out the way you guys came in.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I was under the impression that once they guided us to the cave, they were staying there for the slaves.
Oh, and I thought the slaves were at where we came in at the bridge. That's
Nope. The slaves were. I mean, they were on the bridge because they were fleeing toward the exit. Yeah. They stopped by the kitchens, loaded up, and
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's
the
not
Maroons
what I was
might have
imagining
other means. The Maroons might have other means of finding people.
So
The Maroons would be looking out for them anyways.
That
but they're
makes
not gonna
sense.
care about us.
So, really, it's going to come down to, do we try to take the prisoners with, which doesn't seem very feasible?
No.
Do we shoot the prisoners, or do we let the prisoners go?
I would not keep them around.
yeah. The
I think
soldiers.
they'd be more of a burden than anything else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just
The soldiers,
take
yeah,
away
it's
all,
like-
take away all their weapons and
Strip
leave them
them
in
and-
there.
yeah.
Strip them and then send them off to let them know if we see them again, we'll kill them. That should.
All right. So you
Inspire
guys are
them
letting
to
all
head
the
away
prisoners
from
go,
us.
or just the redcoats?
Just the red.
Well, wait a minute. We need to keep this Lord guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to do with them. Rebecca, what's your professional
Honestly,
opinion on what
I
we need
thought
to do with this dude?
I honestly thought he was dead.
No.
Nope. He was at 1. He was basically. You reduced him to 1, and
I knocked him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any way we could just embarrass and shame the Redcoats to make them not go back to their like a troop and just make them like regret their lives?
Well, you strip them naked. I think that's going to be pretty
Yeah,
shameful.
basically,
They're going to
you
be
throw,
captured
you
by
throw
the
them out of the
Americans
fort
anyways, right?
in their, in their small clothes without any guns. They're gonna basically have to march back to town and explain why they're not wearing clothes and why they've lost the fort. And
I support this.
They might decide to defect to the Marines anyway. So
they might not have much of a future in the military after this.
For kicks and giggles, can we lock the fort up before we escape through the cave?
Are you going out through? Are you going out through the cave? It's going to be very hard to transport any bodies.
Oh, that's a good point. Can we have one person lock it up and then go out through the cave?
Well, you could lock it up,
Yeah, I mean,
so to speak. You could lock the
personally,
castle up.
I would blow it up if I had the choice. I would blow it up.
there's
Yeah.
not
I
enough
don't
powder
think
in
we
the
have
fort.
the
There's not
ability.
enough powder left in the fort to blow it up.
You can blow up the
taking some
gates,
serious
probably.
damage from being shelled by the ships, but that's mostly to the outer wall.
But you
I
could
don't care
probably
about
blow
the
up the
fort. I don't
gates
care about
to
the
make it.
prisoners.
Can I like close the door behind me and magic lock it so they can't get in it for 30 days?
Sure.
Sweet. It'd just impair their ability to get into the fort.
It's also going to impair the ability of your side to raid the fort for supplies, but sure.
Do I know our side is going to raid the fort for supplies?
Yep.
Yes.
Like that was
Oh,
the whole
okay, then
plan. Like you guys, they're raiding the island for supplies. They didn't send 7 ships just to bring you guys here.
Right, yeah, no, I live in Lug, sorry. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So if you guys go back to the beach again, like just before dawn, the boat should be waiting for you. That was the kind of the plan. But if there's anything else you want to do in this on the island, then let me know.
Is it too much to ask if I could get in touch with the chieftain and ask if he could teach me any magic?
You don't know where their camp is, and they didn't seem particularly friendly to you. It was
Yeah, I was
The enemy
imagining
of my
that
enemy is.
I would try to see if I could do that during the time before, but yeah.
they weren't particularly friendly to you again.
Yeah, okay.
I think we basically have like less than 24 hours before our ride arrives, and then to go traipsing off into the jungle is not wise. So
Yeah, yeah. We'll just I'll lament in my head that never happened. I never got to learn it.
And their magical tradition is probably
Honestly,
quite
there's more
different from
lamenting in
yours.
my head for
So
sorry, what?
their magical tradition is probably quite different from yours anyway. So there's
That's
that.
a good point. How does that work with learning magic from different traditions?
Well, in the past, I was a
Can't
magical
do it.
character. Well, I did Adam on our past campaigns.
You can.
It's a lot of effort.
Yeah, it's much harder. You can recognize that it is magic, but it's basically like trying to learn how to read something very complex in a language you don't speak.
Well, didn't you have someone teach me in the a few campaigns ago?
Yeah, that person was of the same kind of magical tradition as you.
Right, exactly. Oh,
I probably don't know that though.
You probably
Well,
have figured it out.
I
Like
might.
your magic and John's are so different that
Yeah.
you don't know how he does what he does, and he doesn't seem to understand how you do what you do.
He just knows I'm weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you guys, am I correct
There's
in
one
assuming
other thing. Sorry, one other thing. If possible, I don't know if protect from environmental protection would allow me to do this, but could I like give Graham just a little bit of peace that his son did live a good life? even if it's only for
That
for
would
a
be more
short...
calm the troubled mind.
Okay.
Different spell.
Then I don't have my book in front of me right now.
Yep, not a problem. So as you guys kind of, again, you know the boat is supposed to be there near dawn. So if you, my understanding is you guys want to head to the beach at the appointed hour and leave this place.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you're taking the Lord with you, as he's the one prisoner you're taking.
Yeah, I do mention to Graham that you know, I know you want to take him with you, but you know, how do I put it delicately? I can't put it delicately. It's he's not going to last,
No.
especially in this climate, for the voyage home.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would not.
And Dr. Channing would know, like, it's not common practice to transport
No.
a body on the ship unless it's...
Oh, yeah, the burial
Yeah.
at sea was very common in this age.
Mhm.
That or if you want to bury something at home, you could do his ashes, but that's
And cremation isn't a common practice at this point, so it would either be bury him at sea, weight him down, or bury him here on the island, and basically the party would have a graveside service.
In the most diplomatic way possible, I would ask Graham how he would like to deal with the remains of his son. Sorry, not diplomatic.
Empathetic.
Empathetic. Thank you. Thank you.
Graham,
like I said,
I'm not going to make you make an empathy roll, because if you roll a 0, that would just be...
So what do you want to do with the body, eh?
Perfectly in keeping with what's happened in this campaign, but...
Graham would want to bury Walter back in their home, probably next to where the wife's grave would be, the mom. But be considering where it is, a burial at sea would probably be the next most fitting. And so, as soon as we're picked up and out to sea, it'd be nice to have a ship memorial ceremony.
All right. So as you guys are going to carry the body then, and once you get out to sea, have it there. Okay. So
maybe if there's any sentimental items on him, like his gun, you can bury that or something.
Or cash. Sorry, too soon.
I will say the slingshot that Walter had before he even entered the war, the thing that he carried as his, since episode 1, he still had that on him when he died. And that would be small enough as a keepsake that Graham could foreseeably carry that with him.
Mm-hmm.
Or a lock of his hair. Yeah, there's a lot of mementos you can have.
Oh yeah, during this time period, they would take hair and make it into bracelets during mourning periods.
Okay.
So
you wouldn't
I'll
do
give
that.
you a point for knowing that.
That's definitely the thing that happened. They actually had jewelry made from human hair and body parts, which is weird.
I'm just imagining like this severed hand necklace now. No, thank you.
No, you do not have a
the
hand
body
of
part thing they only do for like saints.
More like fingernail clippings and things that, yeah.
World was whack back then.
Yeah. But yeah, if Graham wants to keep a keepsake, you could do the lock of the hair. You could, or as I said, if you wanted to do something a little less, upsetting to modern sensibilities, as I said, the slingshot, that's something he's been carrying on him since he was a small child.
Yeah,
would be.
If possible, I would take some of Graham's hair and make it into some sort of jewelry for mourning purposes.
Leave my hair alone.
And
Graham's alive.
Sorry, not Graham. Sorry, Graham's son.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys have made it. I'll say you guys, with that in mind, if you guys are heading back to the beach, it's kind of the pre-dawn hour. You see the boat pulled up on shore. You see the boatman kind of sitting in it. The beach is deathly quiet, as kind of befits the mood. By this point, I'll say the Lord has regained consciousness, but has made no effort to escape. He's still very injured.
We should probably gag him.
Okay. Yeah, he can be bound and gagged.
Okay.
Make sure his hands are tied behind his
At
back.
least tie his hands at the very least, and then gag him as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, gagged, bag over the head, hands tied. He is in full prisoner mode.
Okay.
I have retrieved my weapons, like those were brought with me, so I didn't lose anything.
Okay, yeah. I'll say you guys got whatever you needed when you left the fort, so you have what you came in with at the very least. The dog was kind of waiting for you as you left the fort. It found its way back to you. And I will allow. So yeah, you guys have arrived at the boat. I will allow 2 of you to make perception checks.
I would
Do it. I've got
do
a
it,
perception.
but I don't have my character sheet open.
I'll do it.
I have a 7.
All right. I will allow 2 of
I
you
have
who
an
have character sheets to make the perception checks. It'll just be easier that way.
I'll do one.
Rolled a 5.
All right. Dr. Channing, you notice as you are approaching the boat, there's something off. And as you get close enough, you realize that the boatman is sitting there, but he's kind of more slumped there. He has been killed.
Oh shit! It's an ambush.
Wait,
And then-
guys, wait. Adam, wait. If we act depressed about this, do we get more points?
Remember, you wanted him to join the party.
I did. I don't know why I'm surprised. He has my sense of humor, and I would have said the same thing.
Sorry, what did he say? I missed it.
He asked if the party was depressed over the death of the boatman, if I'd give you more points.
At the point where I hear of the boatman being killed, can I do a magic on the city lord?
You have a moment to do that, sure. As out of the tree cover come a bunch of men. The leader, you recognize them as these are the Maroons. The leader walks up to you. You did a good job freeing those slaves from the fort, but I'm afraid there's been a change. We'll be taking that head from you.
What do you intend to do with it? We went to a lot of expense to get this. It's caused a great deal of harm back home.
And we appreciate that, but we've received a better bargain. You may know her as Mother Tituba. She's offered us a lot of power in exchange for that head.
Does he get close enough for me to touch him, or within 10 feet of me?
I'll put you guys on the map. You can kind of see where everyone is. Hold on, let me find the correct map. And no, they're not close enough to touch.
If how many are visible?
Well,
I guess we'll see.
If possible, I don't want to hand this head over.
Especially since they told you they're going to give it to the one you know is the bad guys.
The person who has the snake, I will bring. Is he the one who wants to do the exchange?
Mm-hmm.
When I bring the head close, I would like to do a full magic attack with a lot of my health and any style points I would have left. And I assume that's probably where the game would end.
Yep. So I'm gonna roll your magic attack, and I'm putting everything you've got into it, so that
You're just
5
gonna murder the
points.
one guy.
Yeah.
Can
At
is
which
it?
point I would.
Do
Yeah,
we
and I
all
think
get an action, or is it just Mary?
Just her, and then I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative. Let me clear
I also
the turn tracker first.
for I
I'm
want
giving her this because
Sorry.
yeah, I'll give her this chance to get that attack off before the battle starts. Because if she takes out one guy and wants to sacrifice,
It's the leader that I want to take out, like the person who's doing the talking and the negotiation, who I know obviously has magic.
yep. So it's not letting me take your points, but I'll be
You want me
resetting the
to?
points after this
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
so I'll just take that into account.
Uh-huh.
And you have 1 HP to. I'll say no. I'll say all of your non-lethals can be healed. So you are at full HP. If you want to spend any of that,
Yeah, I would like to spend so I'm at 6 HP. Can I spend like 3 of it?
all right. So you're getting a +5 from the style points, and then spending 3 of it.
6.
Can we give her any of our points?
Yeah, I
She's
would love
rolling at
to.
a +11,
I'd
so I'm
love
going to
to
say no.
dump everything into this.
And my dog is with me, and I don't have my dog +2 magic, so can you also add that?
Oh my
He
God.
did.
I'm going to say you rolled an 8. So as you bring the head toward the leader, you kind of fake stumble, put your hand on his chest, and
There's
his
a
heart
+2 for touch.
and his heart again.
Yeah.
You rolled an 8. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not giving you anything else. You don't need it. Like, his heart explodes. So the Snake Man has gone down before the battle even begins, but
Mary, this is a time to do a. I don't know if it exists in this game. I'm probably thinking of another game, but it's called a presence attack, where you basically like make a big deal out of what you've just done. Like, you are the queen mama of witches, and you've just blown this guy away, and you're going to do that to everybody else in the room.
there would be an intimidation roll in this game.
Okay.
And her intimidation is a 0, so that's
Okay.
Nope.
So Kate took down the boss. Now we just have to, I think we'll be okay.
That would be pretty damn intimidating, I would think.
There's
Give you a
like
bonus to a 0.
six guys, and there's 5 of us plus Doggy.
Well, and then my.
Plus everybody who's hiding in the green stuff. So
Well, we might.
we might survive.
so yes. I will say you drop the leader of the Maroons pretty easily. And I was gonna wait to pull this out of the GM lair, but as you do that, Ichigo emerges from the woods. I'll be taking that head now. Everyone roll initiative, because I want to be ready to go next week.
So who walked out?
The woman. The witchy woman.
Oh, the witch?
I don't see
Oh.
her.
Fudge. Okay. All right.
Where is she?
Yeah, she made a deal with the Maroons, and well,
I'm not seeing her.
Yeah, I don't think I saw her either.
I don't see anything.
Yeah,
oh,
there
so
she is.
Focus on
GM
the
land,
road,
that's-
honey.
Sorry.
Actually, I'm getting lost. I totally just took the wrong exit. It was so interesting. I was like, wait, east or west? East or no, wrong way.
All right. Well, this isn't the same witch that we fought down in the church, is
With the
it?
vampires.
It is? Okay.
It is. Yeah.
Well, let me just look
The
to
one
see how
who,
many silver bullets I have.
In Meredith's vision, brought back the Horseman, the one who
I know. I need to pull over so I can look at the map.
the one who has in the past, riled up the deep ones off the coast of Cape Cod.
Yeah.
She's
So
done a
recurring
lot
villain.
of stuff that's been not good for you guys.
Yep.
Just said a witchy woman.
Well,
Yes.
This is our
yeah.
Next week,
witch.
you guys will be facing the Maroons.
Oh,
So,
boy.
how much experience did we get for killing Walter? I'm sorry.
I'm going to say everyone gets participation, danger, role playing, and a success point because you got the head that you came for.
Whether it gets taken away from us or not, we'll see over my dead body.
3 points.
3 points. Okay.
So
Wait a
4
minute, 4
points for
points.
everyone.
Is it 3 or 4?
What? It's 4.
4.
Right?
Oh,
Four.
4.
Four.
Oh,
Okay.
For the depression point.
Depression point.
No, you don't. You don't get a point for letting the one NPC you had on your team get killed.
It's okay. We have the dog
What was
back
the
now.
point you gave us?
I feel
Then
like,
the
yeah.
style point. Is that a style point you gave us then?
Yeah, you guys had a style point because I think you all did okay in character playing up your reactions to it. But
Okay.
you don't get an experience for it.
So we got 3 experience points.
No, you got 4 points.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
think
just heard 3 items that he mentioned, so that's why.
Participation, role playing, danger, and a success point for finding the head.
Okay.
4.
just not a
Well,
knowledge.
After we don't get points for depression, I don't care about anyone dying anymore.
Can you
That's
please
fine.
add that to my character sheet, Adam?
I will.
Thank you.
And I've also done your initiative roll for you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's kill this person next week.
Oh no.
Next time, tune in for our next episode, Betrayal in the Bahamas.